Good afternoon. Welcome to another Reprogram Your Thinking video. I am Nikki. Today I want to talk about us being available for God. And the picture that you're looking at is a picture of Joseph and a black guy in prison. I chose these two pictures because I'm using Genesis chapter 45 because I don't want to do a lot of reading, but I can give you a little backstory about Joseph and how it came to be that what the devil meant for bad, God used for good. And it started with Joseph's brothers selling him into slavery, and him being available to God in that instance, and Potiphar making him overseer of his home, and then being lied on by Potiphar's wife, and deciding that it was more important for him to live for God than to indulge in the worldly pleasure. So, being lied on, he was sent to prison. Hence the picture of the black guy in prison. Sometimes we feel like we are in prison. A lot of our black men are in prison wrongfully. We have a lot of people that we feel like are locked up and serving harsher sentences than what the crime calls for. So I wanted to bring this scripture, and like I say, I'm not trying to convert anyone at any point in my videos. I just want us to understand that at every turn and in every situation, God is always there for us, and he can help us, and he can see us through whatever it is we believe is for our bad. He can help us through it. We stress about a lot of things every single day. And in that stressing, God is trying to get us to a place of trusting him. Because when he takes certain things out of our lives, when he takes certain material things away from us, we feel as though he's taken so much from us, or we've lost a whole lot. But to lose relationship with him is worse. It's far worse. Think about Joseph. If he had made different choices, he wouldn't have been available to help his family and save his family from famine in the end. So when he was in prison, he was made overseer of the prisoners. And like I said, I don't want to do a lot of reading, so I'm just giving you a little backstory and just telling you what he did, what he went through. And just think about, to begin with, it was simply, he told his brothers about a dream that he had, and they took offense. And they automatically felt like the answer to the problem was to get rid of Joseph. Whatever they had to do. They didn't want to kill him, so they sold him into slavery. Fast forward, he's in Potiphar's house. He's sold into slavery as one of Potiphar's slaves. But at the end of the day, he took that opportunity to do his best, and Potiphar saw that the Lord was with him and made him overseer of his home. So, in all that, I want to read Genesis 45 just to show you how all of that ended and how it all came full circle. It's, it reads like this. Then Joseph could not restrain himself any longer before all those who stood by him, and he called out, "Cause every man to go out from me." So no one stood there with Joseph while he made himself known to his brothers. And he wept and sobbed aloud. And the Egyptians who had just left him heard it. And the household of Pharaoh heard about it. And Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" And his brothers could not reply, for they were distressingly disturbed and dismayed at the startling realization that they were in his presence. And Joseph said to his brothers, "Come near to me, I pray you." And they did so. And he said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. But now do not be distressed and disheartened or vexed and angry with yourselves because you sold me here. For God sent me ahead of you to preserve life. For these 2 years the famine has been in the land, and there's still 5 years more in which there will be neither plowing nor harvest. God sent me before you to preserve you, a posterity, and to continue a remnant on the earth, to save your lives by a great escape and save for you many survivors. So now it was not you who sent me here, but God." And I want to clarify this. We always hear atheists and a lot of different people say, if God is doing this, and if God is real, then why does this happen? Why does bad things happen? Well, God can always see the end result. And he always has purposed us to have a bright future. He can see what's at the end of the dark tunnel of life. We may go through a lot of things in life, but it's not to harm us. It's to quicken us to trust him, to listen to him, and for his voice. Like I say, I'm not trying to convert people in my videos. I just want us to understand that at the end of the day, what the devil means for bad, God means and intends for good. And if we take every opportunity and if we are available and useful to God, he can use us and we can be prosperous and we can bring others with us on this journey. And at the end of the day, Joseph realized one thing, that it's not about us. It's not about our worldly status. It's not about comparing ourselves to other people. It's not about being better than other people. It's about being better for other people. And it's about being the best version of yourself that you can be, so that you can be that vessel that God can put out to the world and be a light and a blessing to everyone. So remember, being right doesn't always mean you're right with God. So let's reprogram your thinking and let's get back to love. Thanks for listening.